Hello, this is Joe Cool for Brie Larson Worldwide. There are many good videos in YouTube regarding Brie Larson. Lots of them. You only have to know how to look for them. If you search for Brie Larson room interview, you're going to find lots of good videos, good interviews, and you will notice something else. They don't have that many views. Unfortunately, the girls' videos are the ones having more views, not always, but too often, showing how this hate campaign against Brie Larson, was quite successful, at least for a while. If you look for Brie as such, then the results have been improving a lot, quite a bit. But too often you can find these trash, these garbage videos saying anything but lies about her. Like saying that she's a feminazi, right? That she can't stand guys, like that she gets white journalists out of her interviews because she hates white guys, and that the Avengers cast hate her. That kind of lies that we have shown in this channel. That it's only that, only clickbait to get a quick buck and to farm the Brie Larson hate. And particularly, recently, we have found this channel. He calls himself Mike Zero. Um, and it's interesting because this channel is growing very fast. And it publishes only garbage. I mean, it is a very strange channel because it starts talking of something that it's like he may say a thing or two that makes sense, right? But very quickly he changes into a misogynistic activism. It's funny, no doubt, because him and all the people visiting his channel, they all claim that they are tired of Brie Larson's activism. I wonder if they really know what she does. And they say that they are tired of seeing this activism in Star Wars and any social agenda in these movies. So it's funny. And let's take a pic of one of his videos, one typical video of him. Check it out.
Following Captain Marvel 2, Brie Larson went on to address the Star Wars fandom and how it differs from the fandom.
Well, supposedly, this is a leak of something that Brie Larson presumably said about the Star Wars fans. Nobody else is talking about this leak. Nobody else is taking this leak seriously because it doesn't exist. I really don't think this leak exists. It's made up. It is an entire invention. Why? Well, two reasons. First is a clickbait. So money. And second, as I was saying, this channel has a particular agenda. It's a part of an activism that looks to bash women. So that's basically what it claims to be. And now it's going to do two things. It's going to put words into Brie that she never said, and he's going to try to put her against the fence. Let's see.
Associated with Marvel. Brie Larson actually goes on to state and explain that the fan base for Star Wars does not seem to accept activism in their films and projects, which should be explored more in that franchise, and that she sees the MCU heading in that direction more with her upcoming Captain Marvel film as an example. Brie Larson went on to explain further that the divide between Star Wars fans is all to blame on the fans for being overly demanding, and that she believes that the fans associated with Star Wars ask too much from the writers and directors and the creators of their projects.
Okay, this doesn't sound at all as Brie Larson. At all. I cannot imagine her talking like this. Like saying Star Wars fans are too demanding. Let's give them poor stories. Let's give them poor characters, poor development. They should not be that demanding. They should uh, be happy with less. Who speaks like that? First, and certainly Brie doesn't talk like that. And second, this guy is saying everything that Brie Larson's haters want to hear. Everything they want to hear, this guy is saying it. Because the Brie Larson haters, they said that they are tired of looking for political agendas in the movies. They just want to watch stories, so they say. And of course, in this leaked Brie Larson interview, she's saying, "Oh, what Star Wars needs is a more political agenda, to be more political. What will need to trigger these fans, this fan base, this toxic fan base, by the way. It's just made up. Let's continue to see to what extent this guy gets."
Brie Larson also unveils that she is a huge Star Wars fan and has enjoyed everything that Disney has been putting together for the past couple of years and really never understood the backlash of The Last Jedi by Ryan and labels that as a minority of fans that dislike the film.
So you see what he's doing? He's saying, okay, you didn't like The Last Jedi? Well, guess what? Brie Larson says that it's okay, that the problem is you, that you are too demanding. You should not focus on so much on character development or story. You should focus on political agendas. If you didn't like these last movies, it's not because of the movies. It's because you are the problem. So you must feel right now very triggered about Brie Larson because she's spoiling everything that you consider sacred. Can you see it? Brie Larson never, she never had said a word about the recent Star Wars films. Never. You can look for that in the internet. You will find nothing because she never said anything about the latest Star Wars movies, at least to this extent. She had said one thing or two, very isolated and light comments, like two or three at most. So this is only lies.
So let's just stop right here for 1 second before we actually move on here. Now, the thing that really tires me the most, I would say, is the
Okay, he starts rambling here about the new trilogy and about how political agendas are spoiling it, so I'm going to skip it.
kind of created this divide. So when you have people associated with Lucasfilm also having problems with The Last Jedi, that speaks volumes. So I think that's one major thing that Brie Larson is wrong on. The other thing is activism and agenda.
She can't be wrong because she never say that. She never say that. It's like very perverse the way this guy behaves. It's like strawman, you know? It's strawman, as much strawman as you can watch, because he puts words in Brie Larson that she never said, and he argues about something that she never said. How can you be more perverse than that?
This does not need to be explored at all. It should focus on story, it should focus on character development, and that's it. There's no need to do any of that stuff in the background, which, by the way, Brie Larson is getting to do more of that in Captain Marvel 2, which is going to launch in 2022 next year.
She never say that. She never say that. This is just clickbait for Brie Larson haters to hate her even more. A person that doesn't exist because he created her.
She's getting ready to begin filming in the next couple of months, so obviously Brie is getting very excited to come back to the MCU. Now, as we discussed, she's said to be attached to the Acolyte series by Leslie Headland. That show is going to have a lot of activism, a lot of it.
Another theory that this guy just created. I mean, the involvement of Brie Larson in that series, it's at most, speculative. A mere speculation. As much pure speculation. There's nothing firm on that at all. But this guy takes it as if it is a fact, as if it is something done, something imminent.
So, in case you haven't understand what this guy is doing, what they are doing is that they are creating an army of haters against this new series, The Acolyte, and of course against Brie Larson because they hate activism. They don't like social commentary. They do activism, but they don't like activism against their own preferences and ideas. They don't like social commentary in series or in movies. They attack people or projects that are trying to do this social commentary. And so you have to think now why? Why are they doing this? That's the last reflection that I'm going to give you. Uh, this was Joe Cool for Brie Larson Worldwide. Keep loving Brie.